Hello Barmy Badger Army,
Hey, Badger
hello
Army.
once again. Today we are going to be talking about Advent calendars.
We're also going to be talking about Thanksgiving and Black Friday
And Cyber Monday. And lots of different things. So we have an Advent calendar here for you guys to have a look at. It's the Milky Way one. White
Milky Bar.
chocolate Advent calendar. It's the Milky Bar. But yes, so we're going to be talking about that. And this is actually the start of Vlogmas, really, because all of today's bits and pieces are Christmas related. Let us know if you want Vlogmas to be a regular series. I'm going to try to do as many Vlogmas episodes as possible for you guys. Like Vlogmas is, it's basically a daily vlog about Christmas. I will be changing it up and we'll be doing some episodes about Christmas and some about some different topics I fancy talking about.
And you have to find lots of spooky Christmas games to play.
That's right, lots of different bits and pieces. Frozen will be starting on the channel as of next week. Thank you very much, Nick. And let's get cracking. So let's talk about Advent calendars. Nick, as a child, what are your thoughts on Advent calendars?
They're awesome.
They are awesome, aren't they? I remember it was that
December was not complete without an Advent calendar.
It wasn't, and you felt really upset when your parents either forgot or didn't get one or couldn't afford one or whatever. But these are the things, like, I think sometimes it was like a Christmas present before Christmas. That's the way I used to view Advent calendar as well. It was like a regular treat and a regular little something before the big special day.
Wake up in the morning, chocolate.
That's it, wake up in the morning and have a chocolate. And sometimes I used to be cheeky and save them up. So it was like I'd forget a couple of days so I could have 2 chocolates or 3 chocolates in one time. And it was a bit naughty, but I was like, oh no, I won't open it today. And I'd leave it and open 2 at once. Which I thought was rather fun, you know. But that was very cheeky. But yeah, I used to love it. And what are your thoughts, Nick? Did you enjoy the fact that it was almost like a present before you got a present, and the last day used to be the extra bigger piece of chocolate?
Yeah, I thought they were great. The chocolates that we had, we didn't really have that. It wasn't like the ones with the large one.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, I you know, they're really good to have in the run up to it. And the thing is, they start selling them in like October now.
I know,
so
right? In the pound shops, they're everywhere.
I got myself a Galaxy one for November.
Oh, did you?
So
yeah, this is the thing, isn't it? And that leads me on to what I was going to talk about next, actually, in a way. When you get old enough, they sort of, your parents stop buying them, and it seems really funny that you end up buying your own.
You take matters into your own hands.
You do. You end up buying them yourself.
And the thing is, they go on for after Christmas, so you can get yourself one for January as well.
Buy tons of the blooming things.
Yeah,
yes, that's it.
January, February, brighten up your winter mornings.
That's right. Why not stock up on them?
By pretending it's still Christmas.
That's right. So, why not buy 12 and make them last the whole year? Let us know your thoughts on that.
Well, you might get bored of them after a while, and they might melt in summer. So yeah, it's maybe not a good idea in summer.
Nick,
but
you know, in the Victorian times when they had these things that were really cold and you put them in a cupboard. Yeah. Now we have these things called fridges.
Okay, but still. Yeah, but if you leave them there the whole time, then they might end up becoming like rock solid and hard to chew.
This is true, but you just leave them out for a little bit.
There's people there's people around, and they're going to come in and tell you to stop shouting.
Live on the studio audience. But yes, indeed. So also on these things also is now what I'd like to talk about with Advent calendars is that now companies are veering away from chocolate. And I don't know if you've seen this, Nick.
Oh yes.
Whereas like a lot of the different YouTubers have done this as well. And it came under fire. And I did a vlog about this last year, Zoella with an overpriced tatty Christmas Advent calendar. Rewind to watch last year's Vlogmas, of course.
What happened when you opened the windows?
Well, basically it was just like random bits, like a pencil, a pen, you know, stickers, all sorts of different things like that. And it was exceedingly overpriced.
Yeah,
I think to begin with it was like £50. I mean,
what, for some pencils and some stickers?
Yes, basically, and a couple of other random bits. I know, right? It's painful. I myself have bought, and me and the boss have bought Badger Jr. a alternative Christmas calendar, but he's also got a chocolate one now, which is great. And a big shout out to our friend who donated that to us. That was really kind of her. But the thing is, right now, what I don't really understand is, you know, are these things worth £25 to £50? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah.
We paid £25 as a special treat for Badger Jr.'s Paw Patrol calendar, and that will have mini figures in and lots of different things to do with Paw Patrol, and it is very well themed, and I feel
Could be worse, you could be paying 50 quid for it. Zoella.
Exactly. So I feel that maybe £25 is a good deal in some ways, because how much would it cost for 25 figures? A lot more than £25, that's for sure. So I would see it in that way, that you're actually getting a bit more bang for your buck there. You know, and I think that's a good deal. There's Lego ones now. There's all sorts of different themed ones now.
Babies have one.
Yeah, exactly. Lots of different things.
Get drunk every day in December.
Yeah, exactly. First thing in the morning, have a tipple. I don't think it quite works, really.
No, drink. Yeah, be responsible with those calendars.
Yes, exactly. I can sort of understand that, you know, like in the evenings. I think you should say somewhere on there, you know, have this in the evening. You know,
don't have it first.
Don't have a glass of gin before work. Whatever you do, it won't end well. But yes, these sorts of things that come up, like there's themed ones of, like we were saying, Baileys, different types of gin, all sorts of random adult ones that are out on the market, adult themed. You know, those sorts of ones are very interesting. Check them out, they are interesting, I guess, but I would get a Lego one myself. Be a Paw Patrol, all sorts of different stuff. If there was a calendar, Nick, that wasn't involving chocolate, what would you have? What would be something you'd love to open every day?
Can it be another kind of food?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, trying to think about that now.
I would have saurine loaf. Can you imagine a saurine loaf advent calendar? Every day, a fresh piece of yummy saurine. I do have a bit of a weakness for malted loaf.
Nice.
I don't know why. It's just tasty. But yes, what would you have, Nick?
I like some of the protein yogurts. So
can you imagine? Yeah, like a little protein bar or a protein yogurt. Somehow.
I would go for something like that. Yeah, I like that.
Can you imagine like a mini sachet of protein powder in every day? We've cracked a market. So that's interesting.
Yeah, because you can get protein chocolate calendars. I've ordered one of them from My Protein.
Okay, that's interesting. I might have to do that myself.
Hopefully that arrives before like December starts.
I know, that'd be painful. It's interesting. Yeah, and I'd like you to give us our views on that once you start tucking in. Actually,
will do.
Indeed.
If I'm like struggling to fit in with the camera because I'm suddenly so buff and beefy, then clearly it's working.
This is very true. It's very true.
Yeah. So now, don't forget, look out for advent calendars in the sales.
Yes, this is true.
We'll remind you nearer the time.
Yeah.
And have some and get yourself an advent calendar.
50
for
pence.
January and February.
50 pence, 60p.
I got a Paw Patrol one last year for January, and you know what? I didn't care. I'm just going straight for it. My nephew really likes Paw Patrol as well.
We play Paw Patrol on the channel at the moment, guys. So if you haven't caught up with that, please do.
Yeah, it's all about Paw Patrol here. So yeah,
we love it. No, Badger Jr. loves it. So I'll be doing a review on that game very soon as well. So let's now talk about the next bits and pieces, which was Friday's.
So we had Black Friday on Friday, which is called
Cyber Monday.
Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving in the US.
That's correct.
Which is a national holiday, of course, and it's caught on in about the last. It's been about the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say about 4 or 5 years now. Yes,
that it's caught on here, and it's mainly from online, where it's just like lots of
flash sales.
Yeah, so it's where they're having to. It's where they're having to like compete with online.
Yes, that's right.
Where people can, it's like where it started with the deals in America and people shopping from America
and people being killed from being trampled over.
It's ridiculous. I mean, I mean, it's really disturbing to see some of the things go on. I mean, I worked in retail for several years in the 2000s.
Where in the world?
Yes, indeed, I worked there, and there was only really like maybe 1 or 2 years on Boxing Day when, you know, it got a little bit manic because someone had this bright idea that we had this budget laptop that was the cheapest laptop in the country. It wasn't very high spec.
No. I think I remember that, and they were really plugging it, weren't they?
But they only gave each store 10 to sell.
What?
You know, yeah. So it was like 10 on Boxing Day and 10 the day after, and that was the only time it went a bit mad.
Yeah, because everyone was rushing around to get these laptops.
We had quite a few people come. So yeah, it was like 2 years. We had quite a lot of people coming in first thing, but there was never any sort of like violence or anything like that.
That's mad.
We got shouted at by a few people who weren't able to get their hands on a laptop.
I remember that advert. Let me know if you remember that advert in the comments.
But at the same time, you know, we had nothing on the sort of levels of like Black Friday deals in the US.
Yeah, no, and it's just got insane now.
There's only really 1 year in 2014 when stores first properly started acknowledging Black Friday.
That's right, yeah, and then it went nuts.
We had there was that Tesco store giving lots of deals on widescreen TVs.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Widescreen TV, and it just went mental.
But everyone still wants a widescreen TV, but you know what I mean.
The important thing, but the thing is, I mean, the stores learned from that.
Yeah.
You know, and we've seen much less of that around. But some of the Black Friday deals you see are you know, some of the rough one. I mean, I remember I saw a video online last week of people in the US arguing over towels.
What?
Towels.
What?
Because suddenly you know, it's so hard to get towels the rest of the year. So, hopefully, to all our American friends, hopefully you have survived another Black Friday fully intact.
This is true.
There are plenty of good deals out there with. I find there's good deals with membership on sites. I mean, I've signed up to a couple of voiceover sites. Hello, Linda, you're right. And having signed up to a couple of those myself. There's usually some good deals with those kind of things. You know, you know, you might find, you know, if low spec computers often end up being put on ridiculous sale, and I know that all too well from my previous guys in retail. And but Cyber Monday, I think that's a bit more recent, isn't it?
Yes, most definitely.
Thanksgiving and Black Friday have been around for years. I think Cyber Monday's a bit more modern, and that's when they have some deals going on as well. Sometimes they'll stretch them out to the beginning of the whole week. So
well, I've seen somewhere that said like Black December.
Black December.
Yeah, it's like, come on now, way too many deals, way too many.
Yeah, it's like, but yeah, you know, that's the retail market for you. You know, they'll be, you know, they've had to drag a lot of sales out. The last Black Friday, the last Boxing Day, I did in retail was in 2007. It was just around the start of the world economic downturn, and there was no one in the shop.
Oh God! I was just like, I remember when it happened.
Manic at this time of year. I mean, in 2006, we had people like queuing outside before the place started.
This is true.
And this was like 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
you
know, nuts.
Nothing like that the following year. Part of me was glad. Well, part of me wishes I'd gotten out of that game earlier. Another part of me was glad that I witnessed that, because I wouldn't have believed it otherwise. So,
that's insane.
Yeah. So hopefully you have made the most of some of the Black Friday and Cyber Monday deals. If you've been looking for some bargains, they are out there, honestly.
Indeed. So please do check them out, and let us know what you've got on Black Friday, either online or trudging through the shops, in the comments below. And it's bye from me.
And it's bye from him.
See you later on, Barmy Badger Army. Look after yourselves, keep safe, keep well, and if you do help donating to the show or moderating the show, thank you very much, guys, because every penny and every bit of help is well appreciated. See you next time.
And it's more appreciated than any Black Friday deal.
Exactly. See you later on, guys.
Bye for now.